Empoli are current leaders over in Italy, of course, after another win to put them top of the table with Juventus and the two Milan clubs hot into bloody pursuit. Can they take advantage this weekend? We're going to take a little look at it. All of it next. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video. Today it's all about match day number 7, that's right, over in Serie A, and we'll get to it in a second. If you know where you've been, smash your subscribe button. Your one-stop shop for Serie A is right here under one Ruski. That's right, Napoli, top of the table, just one defeat for the season, but breathing down their neck is unbeaten Juventus with just 1 point adrift. Can they take full advantage and overtake Napoli this coming weekend? We'll get into all of that and more in a second. If you knew where you've been, smash your subscribe button. Your one-stop shop for Blackburn Rovers is right here under one Ruski. We've had quite a few developments on the channel of late. We have a new Patreon, of course. Respect to Case Gift Gaff for doing just that. But we've also got a couple of new members, that's right. And I'm going to give you a big shout out to those members, of course, who are now part of the family, of course. We're trying to expand the family, but a big shout out to, drum roll please, hang on a minute. It is Mama, it's Quit Pope, it is Marcus J. Who else we got? Jamie Jansen. We got Samuel in there, Stephen Brandon, and of course the ledge, that is Dan P. They're all part of the family by becoming members, but there's also another way you can become part of the family. And that is, of course, by voting. That's right. Blackburn Overseas have been nominated for not one, but 2 categories at this year's Football Content Creator Awards. They are free to vote. Takes you 20 seconds. And to be honest with you, if you could do more than one by opening up maybe Chrome, Firefox, Edge, Safari, if you can, even do it on your phone, whichever which way possible, please get the votes in and make Blackburn Overseas the best in the business. We are looking for your votes. I can only go so far, guys. I need your votes. So please go ahead and do that. There's a QR code on the screen. There's a link in the description. You just click on it and away you go. So please do that. We are right back in the thick of things with, of course, the games over in Italy. So these were the results, of course, some good ones this past week. Milan picking up a 3-0 win over Lecce. The other side of Milan, 3-2 winners over early door leaders Udinese. Juventus 3-0 winners against Genoa. Atalanta couldn't be separated, could they? Torino were the leaders last time. They succumbed to Lazio. Roma also picking up a big win as well, amongst others. So some good score lines there, guys. The table looks a little bit like this. As you see it, it is Napoli tops the charts right now. Juventus are in second. Of course, AC Milan are up there as well. Down the foot of the table, like some Monza and co. So not looking good for those guys. Meanwhile, over in the Superbru, the likes of Kingslayer, Costas K, Russell Frosty, Vindaloo Victor, all doing very well this past week. Of course, to give a good account of themselves. Don't forget to get your own predictions in this time to see if you can out-predict them this time around. And of course, that past midweek shuffle has caused these reverberations to the table. Dre Marley's up there. Reddington's still up there, of course. Alex Weller, Newton Abbey, AJ24, of course, all the big boys. Even me, still with a top 10-ish as of recording. So lots of movers and shakers going on over in the Superbru. Don't forget to use the link right here, right now on the screen if you want to be part of the Prediction League. It costs you absolutely nothing, guys. So that's, of course, what we're still going on there. Meanwhile, let's take a look at the next round of games. Now, these are them. And there's some absolute Bobby Dazzlers, including Inter Milan against Torino, Fiorentina against AC Milan. But we're going to start at the top of the graphic. All right then, folks, here we go with a look at the next round of games. And we're going to start with a trip to southern Italy, a.k.a. Napoli, that's right, as they take on Como. Of course, coming out on Friday, October the 4th, that's right. Napoli under Antonio Conte top the charts right now. 92% forward for them right now, just 13 points to their name. Up against Como and Cesc Fabregas, who has appeared to have turned things around for Como, all the way up to 10th right now, following back-to-back wins. They got 8 points for the campaign. Now, these two sides have played 4 times since 2002. Of course, 1 win for Napoli, 3 for Como. There's been 0 draws between the two sides. Coming at you, though, last time they played at this very venue was a 1-0 win for Como, that's right, all the way back in Serie B in 2003, that's right. Como 3 games unbeaten against Napoli, who do come to us on the back of that 2-0 win over Monza. Como picking up a 3-2 win over Verona, scoring 6 goals now, in fact 8 goals over the last 3 games combined. He's on this one, go 9-4 on for your Napoli. Como is 11-2, the draw is at 7-2, but for me, it's only one winner, and that's going to be Napoli. 2-0 winners over on their own turf. Next up, we go to Verona now as they take on Venezia in the Battle of the V's. That's right, also coming at you Friday, October the 4th. Heading into the international break we go. 21 times these two sides have played since 1997. 11 wins for Verona, 5 for Venezia. There's been 5 draws between the two sides. Verona under Paolo Zanetti had a dip in form right now. 3 defeats on the spin. 14th for the table with just 6 points for the campaign. Venezia on the flip side all the way down to 18th right now. 4 points for the season and 1 win in the last 6. Now, the last time they played at this very venue, it was a 3-1 win for Verona back in February 2022. In fact, Verona are unbeaten against Venezia over the last 4, picking up 4 wins on the bounce. In fact, actually tell a lie, they're unbeaten in the last 6 at the very least, winning 4 on the bounce. Verona, though, losing to Como most recently. They have been scoring goals, but they've been leaking many, many more. Venezia, 1 win in the last 6. That last win was at home. So 2-0 winners for them over Genoa. The bookies for this one, we have 21-20 is your Verona, 23-10 is the draw, 27-10 is your away win. Yep, sitting on the fence with this one in the Battle of the V's. Could not be separated, 1-1. Here we go to the Stadio Friuli, that's right, coming at you on Saturday, October the 5th. It is Udinese under Costa Rungic, up against Lecce under Luca Gotti, who are currently struggling down to 17th right now. 5th in the table, 5 points for the campaign, 33% form for them right now. And just 1 win in 6. Up against Udinese, again, they were flying high, but now all the way down to 8th, 10th of the 10 points right now. 1 win in the last 3 matches. 32 times, though, they have played. 19 wins for Udinese, 10 for Lecce, 3 draws as well. Last time around at this venue, it was a 1-1 draw back in October 2023. Actually, 1-1, lost 1, drew 1 over the last 3 between these two sides. It's actually quite spread out between these two over the last 6. Udinese, though, 3-2 loss to Inter most recently. Lecce, back-to-back games now without scoring a goal, losing to Milan as well. The odds for this, 11-10 is Udinese, 5-2 is your Lecce, 23-10 is the draw. Going to go with the hosts to bounce back and maybe get another win for their name and maybe climb up the table once again. Head on over to the Guai Stadium now as Atalanta take on Genoa. That's right, Gian Piero Gasparini's Atalanta. 12th for the table, 7 points for the season. 33% form for them right now. Up against Genoa and Alberto Gilardino, who are in 16th with 5 points to the campaign. They're, of course, winless in 5 for Genoa. Atalanta just 1 win in 6 for them. So grim times for both folks as they both look for wins. Atalanta are going to be busy as well this week. Shakhtar Donetsk on the resume as well. 38 times they have played since 93, 17 wins for the hosts, 10 wins for Genoa, 11 draws as well. Last time around at this Guai Stadium, it was a 2-0 win for Atalanta, who are unbeaten against Genoa over the last 6. 3 wins and 3 draws. Just 1 goal conceded against them as well. So Atalanta pretty decent against them. But the commenters on the back of a draw, Atalanta with Genoa losing to Juventus. 1-2 games in the league, back-to-back games in the league without conceding a goal. The bookies on this one, then we go Atalanta 15-8 on for the victory, 10-3 the draw, 90-4 is your away win. Going to go 2-1 win, Atalanta taking it on their own turf. Head on over the Giuseppe Meazza then, shall we, as Internazionale take on Torino, coming at you on the October the 5th. Inter under Simone Inzaghi, 67% form for them, and just 1 win in the last 5. They sit 4th with 11 points to the name. Torino were table toppers, but back-to-back defeats now, 58% form for them heading into this. They currently find themselves in 5th, also on 11 points. 42 points, 42 times they have played since 1993. 26 wins for Internazionale, 5 for Torino. There's been 11 draws. However, Inter have won 4 on the spin, 4 clean sheets on the bounce. Just 1 goal conceded against them over the last 6. They like playing them. And Inter on the back of that 3-2 win over Udinese. Torino on the back of that 3-2 loss to Lazio. The bookies, though, they go with Inter. 3-1 on for the victory, 15-4 the draw, 8-1 as your long shots. 2-0 winners in my eyes. Again, over in Milan. Perfect time to segue here, guys, to the vote. Best club content creator, football league, best podcast, Football League. That's Blackburn overseas. Please go ahead and vote. You've got 20, 30 seconds to do it. Maybe even squeeze in a couple of votes if you can. Cutley /vote BRFC. It costs you absolutely nothing and could do wonders for the channel. It could make this the place to be. In fact, it is the place to be. We just need recognition that this is the place to be. So please go ahead and do that. There's a link down below if you need it. But please go ahead and vote as many times as you can. Meanwhile, back to the games then. We head over to Juventus, aka Turin, as we go to the Allianz Stadium. It's Juventus under Thiago Motta up against Cagliari and David Nicola. Bottom of the table, Cagliari as of right now. 47 times they have played since 1993. 31 wins for Juventus, 5 wins for Cagliari, and there's been 11 draws, of course. Most recently at this venue, it was a 2-1 win for Juventus back in November 2023. And of course, Juventus are unbeaten against Cagliari over the last 6. 5 wins and 1 draw, of course. Juventus kicking ass and taking names. 1-2 clean sheets on the spin. Cagliari, of course, not doing great at the moment as well. Pretty toothless in front of goal. In fact, there's 3 games without a goal over the last, at least over the last 4. So pretty grim stuff. The bookies though, 15-19 on is Juventus, 50-4 with the draw, 7-1 is of course your Cagliari. Going to be 1 winner. Juventus taking it 3-0 to the house. Bologna next. They're up against Parma. That's right, coming at you on the 6th of October. Renato Di Aliria, of course, Bologna under Vincenzo Antaliano. Unbeaten now in the last 5. They are the draw kings, though, picking up 4 draws on the last 5. Up against Parma, not looking great. Just 1 win in the last 6 or so there. Not great. But anyway, 36 times they've played since 1997. 13 wins for Bologna, 9 wins for Parma. There's been 14 draws between the two sides. Last time around at this very venue, it was a 4-1 win for Bologna back in September 2020. Bologna did the double over Parma that season and are unbeaten against them over the last 6. Bologna, though, against, they are unbeaten over the last 5, however, drawing 4 games. Parma, though, on the flip side, not looking good in their recent form either. Bookies for this one, they'll go in favour of Bologna. 4-3 on for the victory, 11-4 the draw, 7-2 is your Parma. Getting over the squeaky 1-0 win, just enough for Bologna to get over the line and get the massive 3 points that they need. Head on over to Lazio, aka Rome now, and it's the Stadio Olimpico as Lazio take on Empoli. Coming at you on the 6th of October as well. Lazio, Marco Baroni's the boy there. 58% form for them. 3 wins of the last 4 up against Empoli. 6th in the table, 10 points for them. 75% form for them at the moment. 30 times they have played since 1997. We got 19 wins for Lazio, 4 for Empoli. There's been 7 draws between the two sides last time around at this very venue. It was a 2-0 win for Lazio, who've won 3 on the spin against Empoli, not conceding a goal against them. Torino did lose to Lazio most recently. Empoli on the back of a 0-0 draw against Fiorentina. Just 1 goal conceded the last 4. Empoli, that was against Torino in the cup. The bookies though for this, 15-8 on is your Lazio. We have 3 on the draw, 21-4 is your Empoli. I'm gonna go with Lazio, even though Empoli have been fantastic so far this season, but unfortunately they have a bit of heartache here in the capital. That's over in Rome. Meanwhile, the other half of Rome is going to head over to Monza, that's right, as they host AS Roma, the Stadio Briatano. Monza under Alessandro Nesta. Coming at you, 33% form for them right now, just 1 win in the last 6. Up against Roma under Ivan Juric, unbeaten in the last 5 right now, including a win last time around. Now, these two sides have played 4 times since 2022. Nothing for Monza. 3 wins for Roma here, and there's been 1 draw. Last time around at this venue, it was a 4-1 win for Roma back in March 2024. They've won 2 in the bouts against Monza, just conceding 2 goals against them over the last 4. Roma on the back of a 2-1 win over Venezia. Monza losing to Napoli, of course, the leaders of heading into this one. The bookies right here, right now. We've got Monza 11-4 for the victory, 23-10 is the draw. Even Stevens is your Roma, but that's the way I'm going. 2-1 win. Roma to take it, get a big free win to end this part of the season. And then finally, folks, we're off to Fiorentina as they take on AC Milan, probably the game of the day. It's the Stadio Armento Franchi is the venue as Fiorentina under Rafael Palladino take on Paolo Fonseca's Milan. Played 56 times since 1995. We have 17 wins for Fiorentina, 26 wins for Milan. We have 13 draws between the two sides. Just 1 defeat in the last 6 for Fiorentina, 58% form for them. Milan are, of course, 1 defeat in the last 4. 3 wins of the last 4 as well. So 1 defeat in the last 5, 3 wins of the last 4. Coming at you last time around at this very venue was a 2-1 win for Milan back in March 2024. They did the double, did Milan over Fiorentina last season. We've only won, the hosts have only won once out of the last 5 games. Fiorentina on the back of a 0-0 draw against Empoli. Milan on the back of that 3-0 win over Lecce. The bookies, though, for this, we've got 2-1 is your Fiorentina, 5-2 is the draw, 5-4 is, of course, your long shots. But for me, it's going to be, it's actually quite a tight game. Yeah, I'm going to sit on the fence. I'm going to go with the 1-1 draw, point apiece. And that, my friends, will conclude Italy's action before this coming international break. Well, while you're on your international break, don't forget about the Prediction League, of course, but also, most importantly, don't forget to vote, guys. Vote, vote, vote. Blackburn Overseas, link is in the description down below. Please go ahead and vote. Takes you 20 seconds. And of course, what are you going to do? What are you going to do until the Serie A comes back around? You should just be voting non-stop. Please, folks, cost you nothing. I do appreciate the loving. Anything you can do will be massively appreciated. But that, my friends, is it. Subscribe, smash the like, catch you later. But until then, we are done.